Imagine an old man sitting alone in a cold, damp cave on the side of a mountain in Japan. It is the year 1645. He owns nothing but his swords and the brushes he uses for ink painting. His body is covered in the scars of over 60 duels, every one of which he won. To the world, he is the sword saint, the most dangerous man to ever walk the earth. But as he sits in the silence of the Fei cave, he is not thinking about killing. He is writing about the way. He is reflecting on a truth that took him a lifetime of blood and sweat to realize, that the secret to mastering the sword is exactly the same as the secret to mastering life. This man was Miyamoto Musashi. His life is a masterclass in discipline and the pursuit of Zen through action. Musashi didn't just study the art of combat. He studied the art of being. He realized that mastery is not a destination, but a state of mind that can be found in any craft, from tea ceremonies to wood carving to the way you sweep a floor. His story is a guide for anyone who feels like their life is fragmented, showing us how to find a sense of control and integrity by treating everything we do as a sacred path. Musashi's journey began in chaos. He fought his first duel at the age of 13 and spent his youth as a wandering ronin, a masterless samurai. He lived on the razor's edge of death for decades, but unlike other warriors who sought only fame or wealth, Musashi was a seeker of the absolute. He practiced detachment from comfort. He rarely bathed, he didn't marry, and he slept under the stars. He believed that to truly master the sword, one must first master the self. He had to become the silence at the center of the battlefield. The great epiphany of Musashi's life came when he realized that the sword was merely a tool for understanding the laws of the universe. After his legendary duel with Sasaki Kojiro, Musashi stopped using real swords for duels and began to focus on other arts. He became a master calligrapher, a skilled architect, and a world-class painter. Why? Because he understood that if you know the way broadly, you will see it in all things. He realized that the discipline required to paint a perfect bird is the same discipline required to strike a perfect blow. Both require total presence. Both require mushin, or the mind of no mind. This is a form of healing. For the modern soul, we often categorize our lives. This is work, this is play, this is chore. We feel anxious because we believe that only the big moments matter. But Musashi teaches us that there are no small moments when you wash your dishes with the same focus and dignity as if you were performing a masterpiece. You are reclaiming your sovereignty. You are moving from the state of a victim of your schedule to a master of your time. You are practicing the way. Musashi's core philosophy, recorded in the Book of Five Rings, emphasizes perception over sight. He believed that sight is just looking at the surface, while perception is seeing the internal essence of things. In a duel, if you only see the enemy's sword, you will die. You must perceive his intent, his rhythm, and the space between his breaths. This applies to your life today. If you only see your problems as external obstacles, you will feel overwhelmed. But if you perceive them as opportunities to practice your fortitude, you regain control. You become like the water, adaptable, patient, and eventually unstoppable. One of Musashi's most powerful principles was detachment from outcome. He taught that if you are thinking about winning or losing, you have already lost. Your mind is captured by the future. To be truly powerful, you must practice letting go. You must focus entirely on the process of the moment. This is the ultimate Zen practice. Whether you are writing an email, cooking a meal, or facing a major crisis, do not be disturbed by the results. Stay in the silence of the work. As Musashi said, do nothing which is of no use. Musashi also believed in the way of self-reliance. His last testament, the Dak Fei Fei, contains 21 rules for a life of solitude and strength. One of the most famous is, do not seek to possess either goods or fiefs for your old age. He understood that attachments are the chains that bind us to fear, By living simply and focusing on his internal development, he became invincible. He didn't need the world to tell him he was a master. He lived the mastery in every breath. In our world of constant distraction and social comparison, Musashi's wisdom is a sanctuary. He tells us that mastery is available to everyone. Right now, you don't need a sword or a mountain cave. You only need the discipline to do whatever you are doing with your whole heart. When you stop rushing to the next thing and start being present in the current thing, your anxiety begins to dissolve. You find the tranquility that comes from order and purpose. To find your own way today, start by choosing one task, no matter how small. Do it with the focus of a samurai. Notice the texture, the weight, the rhythm. Practice the art of observation. When your mind wanders, bring it back to the silence of the task. Understand that you are not just washing a car or writing a report. You are training your soul. You are building your inner citadel. Take a deep breath. Realize that life is not a series of disconnected events, but a single, continuous way. You are the artist, and your life is the canvas. Every action you take is a brushstroke. Make it deliberate. Make it honest. Like Musashi, find the mastery. In the mundane, stand tall in your discipline. Find the silence in your movement. And remember, the way is not in the sword, and it is not in the cave. The way is in you.